Yo, what it do, man? This is your boy North End Floyd. This is the Kickback podcast. Appreciate everybody that's been tapping into the show. This is EP 238. And man, I got some people that's on the show, man, that's really been putting it down for the community, that's been consistent for the community, and that's valuable for the community. I got Mr. Raymond and Miss Stacy Louis on the show. What's good with y'all? What's good? What's going on?
What's going on?
Hey, how's it going? Thank you for the invite on your show.
Yeah, it's good. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. So
Absolutely.
Overdue.
yeah, stay. Raymond. I'm gonna need you to
Overdue.
I'm gonna need you probably if you get it comfortable. Yeah, just put it up close to you and
just
stuff like
overdue.
that. Yeah, I know. How was your day today, Raymond? I know I seen you earlier. So how you been?
Busy. Just excited about the Southeast Texas Visionary Awards.
Yeah, man. We seen you up in there. I had a tough decision between that black and green.
Oh yeah, I saw you.
Yeah, I was struggling, man. I'm still struggling with
You
that,
and
man.
me both.
I was still struggling. I seen that green up there. I was like, God, I wanted that so bad, man. I was telling my wife about it, and she was like, man, you did good with the black. Oh, well, that's why she gone right now. She trying to go match it now.
See,
Yeah.
it is.
That's great. Y'all gonna look awesome on tomorrow.
Yeah. So y'all already got you got your fit ready, Miss Stacy. You ready to?
Absolutely, I got my
Yeah.
fit ready. I just got a little
Shining.
few things to touch up.
To
for
touch up
tomorrow,
on? Yeah.
but I'm actually ready.
As far as when y'all got the call as far as the Southeast Texas Visionary Award, how did y'all feel when they said they was going when y'all was an honoree?
I felt just honored
Mm-hmm.
because last year I was able to be a one that was presenting the awards.
Mm-hmm.
So to go from presenting the awards to being actually honored for an award, it just was. I'm thankful. It was a humbling experience because sometimes we do things not to be recognized.
Mhm.
We do things because we care. We do things because we want to be the change that we want to see. And I'm like, just to hear that we got it nominated by the community, that was an honor. Just felt just grateful.
So as far as the honoree award, what award did they say for the people that don't know? Y'all getting honored for tomorrow.
We were recognized for the community leader of the year,
Mm-hmm.
and I was recognized for the Demand a Better Life podcast
Mm-hmm.
because we started the Demand a Better Life podcast to help people get access to the resources that we have to tap into our network.
Mm-hmm.
So just an honor. My wife she can say a few words on that. She want to.
Yeah, Miss Stacy. What?
Absolutely, I felt honored. I felt, I said of all the things that we go and do, helping the
Yeah.
community, and we don't look for anything in return. It's a blessing to give than it is to receive.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a very humbling um, phone call. It was a very humbling experience for me because I'm more kind of shy, more behind the
Really?
scenes a little bit. But
Shy?
I actually do a lot of work, but it was just an humbling experience to be recognized, especially in the community, because there are a lot of great people that are out there that are actually doing
Mhm.
some things. And, in due time, everybody's going to get to be on that platform. But
Yes.
right now, we're being recognized for it, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, no doubt. I think Miss Stacy, the first time I seen you was at the Trina. She had something at her job. Trina Rose.
Absolutely. That was
man.
at the Pop Psych event.
Yeah, that's the five. That's my
And
first
I was
time.
invited by her and Miss Keisha Hester to come,
Mhm.
and we actually sit and collaborated about events of how we can get out in the community and get resources out, and just make things better for individuals. And yes, that was the first time that we had met. I didn't know anything uh, about Floyd Hope, but I do now
Yeah,
because
for
we
sure.
keep crossing paths.
Yeah,
Same circles,
yeah,
man.
for sure. I see Raymond, I see y'all, and be like, okay, y'all here too. That's one thing, y'all everywhere, man. Y'all is like y'all have like a beat on everything that's going on. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? As far as like just things that's going on as far as the community. I think if somebody wants to know what's going on as far as the community events, I think y'all are the perfect people to ask, to be honest
Yes.
with you. So yeah, do people reach out all the time and ask like, hey, what's going on? How can we help?
Yes.
How can we do this?
Absolutely. They ask all the time, especially if they miss a flyer or miss a post or something like that. They'll call us and say, hey, what events do y'all have going on? Or do you know what next events are coming up? Or, what can we do to help? Or just keep us updated. So we try to post as much as we can. We
Mm-hmm.
try to send invites individually
Yes.
through Messenger, and we also get on the phone and call people
Mm-hmm.
because we do believe that the more people that you involve and not be a gatekeeper of the
Right.
resources,
Yep.
the more people that come together, the better the event is, and the more of the effect of the event will get out there in the community.
Do people in Port Arthur reach out? Because I seen y'all at a Port Arthur event too one time.
Yes. We have a
Mm-hmm.
couple of
Mm-hmm.
people that's connected with the mayor out there,
Mm-hmm.
and a few other organizations. They reach out to us because it's about a golden triangle thing. Us all getting together and building in as unity.
Mm-hmm.
Because I always say, there is no opportunity or community without unity. So when we
Mm-hmm.
get unified, then we could build strong. That's what the world is scared of. If we can ever just unite as one, then that's a powerful force.
Yeah, I always say that, and they it's little tricks and trades that they use to kind of keep people like what I'm saying going
Divided.
in divided against each other and stuff. It's all mental
It's mental,
when you think about it.
psychological.
So I'll start with you, Raymond. Where are you originally from? For the people that might not know.
I'm originally from Beaumont, from the vote community.
Okay, for sure.
My mom was born and raised in the South End,
Mm-hmm.
and my dad was born and raised from the Votes community.
Gotcha.
And then when you look at the Vote community, my mom's side of the family and my dad's side of the family pretty much make up the whole Vote community.
Mm-hmm.
So just coming up out there in the Vote community, I saw a lot of things.
No doubt.
It helped me to become the person that I am. But most importantly, I saw the unity right there in the Votes community
Mm-hmm.
because it's family.
It is. It is, no doubt. It's like even though in the North End, living born and raised in the North End, you knew like the votes was like it was on its own thing. Even though it was part of North End, votes is votes. It's like a family thing
That's a
out there.
whole, yeah.
You couldn't really even go out there, to be honest with you, if you
Right.
like, you know what I'm saying? It was so like that. Miss Stacy, where you from though?
Actually,
Uh-oh.
I'm originally from Newton, Texas.
Okay.
Big old Newton.
Newton
I
for
don't
sure.
know if
Shout out.
anybody have heard of Newton, Texas.
Oh yeah, we
But
heard yeah.
them Newton Eagles are always been the
Football.
football champions
We
of the
always,
world.
I used to say, man, what's going on in Newton? When I was younger in high school, I'm like, bro, what Newton? What is they doing out there? They always winning.
But to be so small,
Exactly,
some
man.
major people came from Newton.
Man, for real. I used to always see Newton like in the championship playoffs going for. I'm like, what are they doing out there,
Well,
dude? Like,
the good thing about it, because Newton is a small family community,
Black
Mhm.
folks.
so we didn't have a lot of things out there to get into. So we played outside.
no doubt.
We
Oh, that makes
did
sense.
Yes. So we
Mm.
played outside. We made up games. The guys played basketball. They played football.
Mhm.
So we started that at a young age, and it just carried on. So that's why champions are built when you start young because it's something that you continue
Yeah, for
all the
sure.
way from youth on up. But yes, great athletes have
Uh-huh.
come out of Newton, Texas. I know McNeese State University.
Okay.
They have a lot of recruits that come out of
They
Newton,
okay.
Texas.
That's they portal right there, Newton,
Absolutely.
Texas.
And what about Michael Strahan?
Well, yeah, Michael
Michael
Strahan,
Strahan from Newton.
he's
The
actually
family.
from the Shankerville community
Okay.
because he's actually related to us because his grandmother is buried in the same cemetery that my mom's buried in.
Okay.
So we do have family relations. He actually came down and did segment there in Shankleville because he ran down his ancestry.com,
Mm-hmm.
and it brought him back to the Shankleville community where I was part of that community as well.
And his grandfather was the one that started that whole community.
He started the Shankerville.
Michael Strahan grandfather started the Shankleville.
That's some history
area.
right there.
Absolutely. It's some history. That was land that he donated to an individual, and they made it a cemetery.
It's a her name Robin Lurkin. She does like the ancestry thing, like a family ancestry thing she does. And I think she did Keith and Lede. I seen him post a
Okay.
video as far as like a family tree and stuff. So
Hmm.
I mean, get with Robin Lurkin. Um, if you want to have like that whole ancestral search and that tree, you could know who your cousins is and stuff. Get with her and she can make one for you though. I just seen that
Absolutely.
I think she did like last month for him. So
Okay.
I might have to do some of that because I still need to know who my cousins is, Bell.
Right.
Absolutely. Because it's a lot of people that still to this day I'm finding out that I'm related to.
Yeah,
And, I'm getting older now. So, I want to know my family.
yeah, yeah, no doubt. What's the demand a better life alliance? I see y'all post that a lot.
Well,
Go
the
ahead and
Demand
say.
a Better Life Alliance is what we came up with. It's actually an alliance where it's just what it says that it is,
Mm-hmm.
demanding a better life for yourself. We actually have a resource hub to where we partner with different individuals to where you can come and get resources so we can make your life better.
Mm-hmm.
We actually have part of it. We've written 8 children's books.
Mm-hmm.
4 of them are comic books, 2 of them are crossword puzzle books, and 2 of them are coloring books.
Oh, y'all got some
So
crossword puzzles?
yes,
I
we
rock
we
with some crossword puzzles.
absolutely. Now the crossword puzzles are my favorite, and then we also have one of the books called Victory is a Choice, which is one of my favorites as well.
Mm-hmm.
But inside of that Demand a Better Life Alliance, we actually teach people how to purchase gold and silver. I have a financial literacy side
Mm-hmm.
in there where I teach people about finances. When I say finances, that's the overall umbrella where we teach them about credit and budgeting and savings and just how to go out there. I have a life skills piece in there where we teach them how to fill out resumes, how to fill out a job application. You'd be surprised. A lot of
Yeah.
individuals don't know how to
Mm-hmm.
properly fill out a job application.
Or don't have a resume.
Don't have.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And, to be able to teach them about having a bank account instead of basically keeping your money in your pocket, you need to have a relationship with your financial institution or your credit union. By me being in the profession that I've been in for 39 years, I've learned a whole lot of things over the years. So I share that and share those resources with individuals that don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually a licensed life coach.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually part of the Demand a Better Life. We have a life recovery part of that.
Come
I
on.
teach life recovery, I teach parenting, and I teach anger management.
Mm.
So I'm actually a foster parent. So I'm certified for foster care. So I do a lot of that. So, but all of the resources that we give out, we partnered also with the Pitzer Family Foundation, which is actually a foundation where it's like a second chance. We
Mm-hmm.
have people
Yes.
that have made some mistakes in life. They're not able to get a job. They're not able to get insurance. They're not able to do certain things. So we've partnered with them. But basically, that Demand a Better Life Alliance is basically just what it says is because you have to demand a better life for yourself, because if you don't demand a better life for
Come on.
yourself, you get down on yourself. And if you're not good for yourself, you can't help anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And the art of it is to
Say
make
it.
you become better and not bitter. So
Mhm.
you got to get yourself in a place where you can help someone. So that's what we do. We go out, we go in the community, and we help individuals. And also, I'm a mentor. So I actually help mentor young ladies that are coming up that need that extra guidance, that extra push to say, hey, you don't have to live your life that way. You can become a young lady. You want to go to school, whatever that it is that you want to do. This is what Demand a Better Life does. We help you find that footing for your life to become better.
And I think we need that. I think a lot of people kind of like the ego kind of lets forces them to where they think they don't need help, or they
Yes.
think they got all the answers and stuff, and then they learn the hard way. They learn the answers the hard way, And what you offering? How can people get those resources that you give out to them?
They can actually get those resources. We have a website that's demandabetterlifealliance.com.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we have a Facebook page, which is Demand a Better Life Alliance.
Mm-hmm.
I have my personal Facebook page, which is Stacy Wagner Lewis. And then we also have Raymond Louis Jr., which he has a Facebook page as well. I have my phone number, which is 409-466-3020. And also, Raymond Lewis has a phone number as well, which is 409-273-1306. Or he has 409-550-0498.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about right there,
And, and,
man.
and you know the whole thing with the Demand a Better Life Alliance, we're taking away the excuses.
Yes.
So when you reach out to us to the Demand a Better Life, we're going to point you to the right people in our alliance that specialize in what you need.
Mm-hmm.
Because when it comes down to assets, we have the assets on demand.
Mm-hmm.
Where we're creating assets for the first time in history, able to have this technology where we can help people preserve their family legacy on the actual coin.
Mm-hmm.
That has never been done before, because people have to realize how important their heritage is, their family is. So preserve it. One thing about pictures, they fade. There's one thing about t-shirts, they fade. But when you put it on metals, that's for generations. So that turns to build generational wealth.
Mm.
So we have a lot of wealth that's in that Demand a Better Life Alliance.
And I like how you said that, because in an alliance, if that person comes to you and you can't offer help, you have somebody in the alliance that can offer the help.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I see it all the time on Facebook. You see people they don't reach out for help, but through they posts, through their comments, you could tell that they hurting and they going through something, and they don't have the proper people to talk to. How you say, Miss Stacy, you're a life coach. So, a lot of them, you see them going through stuff or whatever, but they don't have the proper people to kind of talk to them and nurture them and tell them what they need to do, and what they can go through. I had a friend of mine, she made a post the other day about something she was going through, and I inboxed her and I told her, hey, I don't think that's something you should put on Facebook. You have a brand, you're doing good things and stuff, and a lot of people just want to be messy and they want to see the hurt, and that can affect you in the long run. And and I was telling her, I was trying to help her the best I could, but a lot of people don't have
somebody to really talk
to, so they reach out on the internet, they make that post and see if, what I'm saying, to get, the help that they think they might need. So
Right. And I agree. There are a lot of people that a lot of times they're afraid to reach out for help
mm-hmm.
because they don't want people to stereotype them.
Right.
Because a lot of people you see, because they have the mask on,
Mm-hmm.
that they have everything together. And deep down within, they're really not together. They're really hurting.
Mm-hmm.
So I always look at people and I try to read them, and you have to pay attention. And most people, that's what they want. They want you to pay attention to them,
Mm-hmm.
but they also want you to extend help to them. But they don't want their business in the street either.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because I have to feel a level of comfort to be able to talk to someone and know that what we're sharing is what we're sharing, and it's not to be shared with everybody else. And some people, that's the first thing that they do. They air everything out,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's perceived as oh, you have a problem or something's wrong with you or whatever. And sometimes some people just need to vent and they don't have that sounding board.
Yeah.
Because I do know, because my mom, I lost my mom 5 years ago, and she was my person. It didn't matter what I was going through or what I was dealing with. I could always call her and talk to her and explain to her what was going on. And she would be like, okay, baby, now do you want me to tell you the truth? Or do you want me to tell you what you want to hear? And I'm like, no, mom, I want you to tell me the truth. I want you to tell me what I need to hear. I need to know how I need to deal with this. And she would talk to me and she would tell me that she would let me cry and then I would get it out and then I was good.
Yeah.
And people are still looking for that today, but they having a hard time trying to find it.
Yeah, exactly. Stacy, I see you always I'm sorry, Raymond, I see you always going out to talk to the kids and stuff. Now you say you born and raised in Votes. How how do you feel like the kids can relate to you in a way when you go speak to these kids and you're reaching out to them? Like how are you relating to them in a way?
One tool that I love using is my book,
Mm-hmm.
The Enemy Within, because you're looking at a kid at 15 years old that was going through some things. My mom passed when I was 12, so I was broken. I was hurt. I just wanted to fit in and just hurt somebody because I was hurting. And that's why I talk to them, those kids. This was me. I can relate to you. And I share my story. And it's the troubled teen. For me to go from a troubled teen to a youth advocate is because first thing, feel, felt, found. That's three things that you have to focus on. I feel you. I felt the same way, but this is what I found. I found my trust in God that helped me to make it through that, because people have to stop looking for the community and other people to give you your identity. I had to seek that good book, that word of God, to find my identity. So a lot of people don't know where to find their identity. And this right here, like I tell them, the enemy is not after your things. He's after your identity. Because if I could take who you are, then guess what? Then I could take away from everything else.
Yeah, you know what, man? That's fire. What you just said. You know, we let the streets decide our identity instead of letting, instead of us finding our identity. There's so many kids out there get their identity taken from the streets.
Yes.
You know, some kid might want to be a doctor or a scientist or a lawyer or a dentist. Growing and very intelligent, but we let the streets give them the identity where they it just takes it from them, and that person could have been great. Growing up, I had a lot of friends that was great in sports. They could have went somewhere, but the streets took that identity from them.
Exactly.
Dang, that's so dope what you said. It's just realizing that we can't let the streets predict or give that child his identity. And like you said, we can't give up on that child too, because we got to understand that too.
Right.
So, just like how you could overcome, just like back in the days, how I overcome, no kid is too far gone. They just need somebody they can look up to, that's go talk to them and inspire them to be better.
That's true.
We don't need them to wait till they get into their 30s and 40s to realize, hey, man, I got to do something in my life to turn stuff around. We could do that in our teens and 20s and stuff like that. So,
because a lot of them can't separate their identity versus the character, and the character end up being at the forefront, and that's their identity. I mean, they got the nickname Monster, but your name really is Daryl or Thaddeus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they never be the person that God created them to be, because they're too busy being that character.
Yeah,
that's not you. So, I mean, that's what I had to think about, because, yes, when they looked at me coming from that Vote community, that's Big R, or that's Richie Rich. They going on the street cred.
Yeah.
When I look back at it, I never really let Raymond Louis go to the forefront, because Raymond Louis Jr. had the juice.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's what they have to learn.
Yeah, and like you said, man, it's just important to for kids to find who they are. So like like growing up, my parents, they put us in different sports. Regardless, I didn't know what soccer was. They put me in soccer when I was young, and that became my favorite sport. I ended up traveling. I ended up seeing a lot of different things, and to this day, I still like soccer because my parents took the opportunity and they was willing to throw me in different things to see what I like. Nowadays, parents be like, you know, if they don't like, they don't try it. Your kid might like playing a piano
Yes.
or they might like tennis
Mhm.
or golf or something. You never know. Put them in there to try it. Don't just let them sit at home and play the tablet
Right.
all
Right.
day and stuff like that. And now they don't develop an identity. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's either the streets or the tablet or something. They inside the house, and stuff like that. But what was your first what first inspired you to like to dedicate yourself to serving the community?
Seeing the condition of the youth and me just knowing what I went through
Mm-hmm.
as a teen. We looking at Beaumont, a different time zone. I mean, they quick to pick up a gun and quick to try to prove something to somebody instead of proving it to themselves. It's not about trying to prove to somebody else that really at the end of the day don't care nothing about you.
Mm-hmm.
So me looking at the things that was going on and my life experiences and having my kids. I had my kids late at 30 years old. That's when I said, you know what, I have to do something different because guess what? I'm living for somebody else now. Somebody else is dependent on me. So I have to make better choices. And that's what started me to just say, be the change that you want to see
Yeah.
because I live that.
Miss Stacy, do you feel like a lot of people do stuff for show and just for like pics and stuff when it comes to the community and their involvement? Can y'all
I
tell the difference?
I
Yes.
can tell the difference because I sit back and I look at the when I say community, I mean like the Golden Triangle as well. Because I don't want to just necessarily single all of our resources out to just Beaumont,
Mm-hmm.
because I want people from the Golden
And
Triangle to be
nationwide.
able to reach out and be able to say, well, hey, Demand a Better Life Alliance helped us. But most of the time, you can feel genuine care or genuine love when you go into an event. You can see if this is going to be an event that's going to be a one and done,
Mm-hmm.
or you can see an event where
Hmm.
people saying, oh, this was about me and I did this and I did that. And
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, buddy.
it's never
Mm-hmm.
about what you can do to better the community as a whole. It's about elevating themselves on a platform to where they can say, well, you who, look at me, look what I've done.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about what you've done. It's about how you can help individuals become better. And if we don't help individuals to become better, then guess what? Eventually, we're not going to have a community because we already see division and it's going to become completely divided. So, yes, you can feel it even when I go to events and I'm invited to events to go and I look and I can see, I'm like, they just here for themselves, or they just here for the accolade or
Mm-hmm.
the pat on the back. So yeah, I can feel that because me, I've been doing this for a long time, even before the Man the Better Life Alliance was formed,
Mm-hmm.
because I was actually a single mom for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I had two boys. My boys were 4 and 2.5. So I realized that at that time, I needed help and my boys needed help. So I was always out there and being around people and looking for resources and ways, like you said, with your mom and dad putting you in soccer and things like that. My boys were always in sports,
Mm-hmm.
basketball, football. They played tennis.
Mm-hmm.
My youngest one, he was even in soccer. He ran track and he
Yeah.
did all stuff because I wanted to keep them active and keep them busy, so therefore their mindset could be on the things that they needed to be on. But yeah, you are correct. I can see a lot of times when um events are just just for show.
And a lot of times, like I feel like people are like reactive. Like when something happens in the community, like for to me right now, it's been kind of quiet in Beaumont.
Hmm.
And I think like if something, God forgive me, is like just say something happens today, then here comes the people that, oh, we need to do something, we need to do
Yeah.
something, and they have people like yourselves that have been doing something in the community, and it's like people like, hey, we need to get together and do something. I'm like, they already have people. You need to get with these people that's doing stuff before
Absolutely.
it's happened. They're proactive. They're not reactive.
Right.
And I think a lot of events happen when it's reactive instead of proactive.
Mhm.
And
It's the truth.
so I think that's why people should get with y'all.
I agree with that because I think the more positive events that you put out there and
Yes.
invite individuals to,
Hmm.
actually that can push the negative out. You can push the different events out that where you think bad things are gonna happen.
Hmm.
Because that's just like when there's darkness and light comes, it pushes the darkness
Push it.
out. So therefore, if you continue to do positive events and don't wait for a major, massive thing to happen for the whole community to want to come together and oh, and it's just a one and done.
Hmm.
No, it shouldn't be a one and done. It should be like this all the time, just like a family reunion.
Hmm.
Why not have a community reunion?
Hmm.
Everybody get together, put their resources together, and try to do something once a quarter, or try to do something, just to try
To
to keep
bring
it
that
going for
unity.
the
Yes.
community.
Yeah. And that's what we got to do. We got to do it for ourselves. We can't wait on people to come try to
Right.
help
That's
us.
the main
and
thing.
that's why we stay active and we go out and we find events that we can be a part of. I spoke with a lady today. We're partnering up with them, with Jania's Love. They're doing
Okay.
an
Sickle
event
cell.
on September the
Oh,
12th.
they do a walk, right?
Yes,
Yes,
a
they
sickle cell.
they do a walk,
Uh huh.
and then after the walk, it's going to be kind of like where they're going to have vendors, they're going to have people set up, they're going to have food, and they're going to have everything. So it's not just going to be a walk; it's going to be a whole event.
Hmm.
So we're actually partnering up with them to see what resources that we can help them with to get this event out there in the community and to get resources out. So it's supposed to be on September the 12th,
Okay.
and it's going to start, registration I think starts at 7:30, 8 o'clock, and then I think the walk starts at 9. But yeah, we're just partnering up with individuals in the community.
Hmm.
We're not like waiting for them to come to us.
No.
We're extending ourselves like, hey, what can we do? Do you need water? Do you need flyers? What is it can we
Yeah.
do to help? Because that's what we're supposed to do, is be helpers one to another.
How do y'all keep up with all these events? Cause y'all everywhere.
Our alliance.
Yeah.
Our alliance.
y'all.
I'm like, and then I serve on the board of a few organizations like Buckner Fatherhood Effect program. That's critical because we got to think about a lot of those kids are acting out a lot of the times because the father is not there. So that's where some of the breakdown is at. So yeah, if anybody want to find out more information about that too as well, that 24/7 father program with Buckner.
Hmm.
That's why I partnered up with them. Because when you really look at a lot of things, the father is not there.
Mm.
And if the father is not there, because he haven't mastered how to be a son first,
Yeah.
to be a father, then guess what? Now you have two missing.
Hmm.
Now you have two voids.
Hmm.
So that's why I'm critical about the fathers.
But yeah, and I like that question, Floyd, about you know how we keep up with all these events,
Hmm.
because we want it to be where that even if we're not in the room, people remembers
People
what we're
remember.
doing,
Yes.
and they actually find out how they can reach out to us. Because a lot of times, a person of a person will call us and say, "Hey, your name was mentioned at this event. Can you get
Yes.
in contact with such and such?" So we want it to be where everything that's positive concerning the Demand a Better Life Alliance, our name goes in rooms where we're not even there.
Yeah,
You said a mouthful. Yeah, that's true.
that's what it's all about.
Mhm.
Cause like I said, man, like y'all, I mean, y'all got like y'all have to have like an event calendar just lined up, just. But I guess that's a good thing and stuff. Shout out to a few people have said some things. Eric Brooks said that events need to stop being separate. Everybody want to
Yeah,
do it
that too.
separate. Terry Roy had said, he said, I don't know this couple. Um, he said, I always see this husband and wife doing great things in the community. Always proud to see them. Y'all inspiring a lot of people. I know y'all realize that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all trailblazing.
Wow.
And
We
it's
just
it's
so
ama- it's amazing to hear
we're
it, and
thankful.
that's what we want to do. We want to be able to have the strength to continue to be out there and to be in the community and to help. That's what it's all about. And sometimes we've gone to 3 events in one day,
Yes.
yeah,
from that
jeez,
morning to
yeah.
that noon and that
Yes.
night. But we do that because we want people to know that we're serious about what we're doing, and it's not just for show, it's not just for talk, it's that we really are concerned about the community as a whole. And when I say community, again, that's not just Jefferson County,
Mhm.
that's whatever county that reaches out.
What y'all think the biggest need in our community right now? One of the biggest needs, I
One of them
think.
is
Yeah,
financial education.
yeah,
That's what we was talking about earlier before we started the
yeah. Elaborate,
podcast.
elaborate on that though.
The financial education side, you got to think about it. If you don't know the basis of about money, how it's ran, how it works, then it drives you to continue to go through the poverty stage,
Hmm.
poor.
Hmm.
And I spoke at Pastor Michael Cooper Church,
Hmm. Yeah.
and I asked him a question. I said, "What is the acronym of poor?" And he said, "No, I haven't never heard of that one."
Hmm.
Poor stands for passing over opportunities repeatedly. Because when you pass over opportunities repeatedly to live a better life, it keeps you bound to poverty.
Hmm.
So that's why when I just started investing in the financial education for myself, because my dad didn't teach me about financial education because nobody taught him.
Hmm.
So once I started learning more about it, that's what changed my mindset. That's what changed my life. And like Coach Brooks always say, that helps me to keep a growth mindset
Mm.
because a growth mindset continues to grow and expand for the rest of your life versus a fixed mindset and it's fixed. And how can you change something that is already fixed? You have to break it and change it into a growth mindset. I'm gonna let my wife speak.
Well, I think one of the biggest things here in the Jefferson County that I've noticed at a lot of events that we go to, there are a lot of people that are hurting.
Oh yes,
Mhm.
And when I say hurting, I mean that could be spiritually, financially,
yes.
just not having that support system that they need, someone that they can go to. I mean, people are literally hurting on the inside and they
Mm.
don't know where to go. I really think that people here need to become bigger reachers.
Mhm.
And
Oh
when I
man.
say reachers, that means you got to continue to reach each and every day for that individual that you see that has fallen short. A
Mhm.
lot of times we come with talking about a lot of the problems, but we don't have any solutions.
Mhm.
So my thing is when you think about the problems, come up with some solutions and then get with the people that you see that are trying to make a difference. Bring those solutions to the table. Let's talk about them and let's find out where we can go to try to see if we can get some help. But we all got to get longer arms and
Mm.
we all got to change our mindset to
Mhm.
stop saying, I got mine, you get yours, and become bigger reachers. Because if we don't reach for the people that are hurting, eventually we're going to end up losing them. Because one thing I've always heard is hurt people hurt people. And once you mend the hurt and people can feel a level of comfort, then some of these things will change. But right now, we've got to become bigger reachers.
Yeah, and Raymond, to reiterate what you were saying about the like the father figure. So I went seen uh I went to the teacher meet and greet today at my daughter's school, and the fathers that I seen there,
Come on.
I thought it was a great thing. I thought it was a great thing to see dads
Mhm.
there, because to be honest with you, the stereotype is like they leave it to the moms to take care of
Right.
the
Yes.
school,
Right.
but when teachers, when administration see that the father's involved with that child really acts different. To be honest with you,
Telling you.
you
Absolutely.
know, and so I thought it was a great thing to see a lot of fathers out there, and dads out there, man. Don't just leave the school activities
No.
to the mom. Go out there, pick your kids up, go to the events, be more involved, because a lot of these young teens out there that we see, what I'm saying, the father figure really is not, I'm not gonna say there, but they don't really fear it,
Right.
like they should. And
Mhm.
even though when I was out there, my dad, he was heavily involved, but I lived with my grandma. I lived with grandma, so I was able to do a lot of things because dad wasn't there. I was living with
Mhm.
grandma. But even though dad was there, it kept me to a certain perspective that I knew if I would have got in trouble or I couldn't be out there like that, my dad was still, he was still like lay the law
Right.
down and stuff
Right.
like that. And a lot of things that I learned today is through my dad. It's through,
Yes.
even though he might not know the small things I was seeing, and like you said, man, a father figure is so important in the household and out the household, even if you're not in the
Absolutely.
household. It's still a major important thing. And like you said, man, we got some of these young teens, when they grow up, they didn't really have a father figure, and now, what I'm saying, they raising kids, or the kids is, they're not there.
Mhm.
So we got to break the cycle in so many different ways and stuff. So
Because I'm gonna say one of the things that I see the most is a lack of emotional intelligence.
oh, without a doubt. Yeah, without a doubt.
Because without that emotion, if you don't have the emotional intelligence, you're gonna always be acting out in feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And feelings will always fail you every time when it's at the forefront.
Yes.
So you could be the smartest person in the world, have the greatest IQ,
Mm-hmm.
but if you don't have EQ to match that IQ,
Mm.
then guess what? That's dangerous
Nah, nah, real talk.
because they're gonna react instead of respond.
Mhm.
When you have emotional intelligence, you respond. When you have a lack of emotional intelligence, you react.
Y'all was at a what's the place for kids that when they get in trouble to go talk to?
The juvenile,
The
Minnie Rogers
Yeah,
Juvenile
the
Justice Center.
Mini Rogers. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes,
How is that talking to the kids when y'all go out there?
it's a great experience to just see the kids there that they went through some things, but then they have somebody to really speak life into them.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people, a lot of those kids, they never had somebody to really speak life into them and to really show them that they're seen.
Mm-hmm.
And when we have our mentors go and speak with them, a lot of our mentors then went over there and then broke down and just really just made an impact there. Because like Treva, his poet, she went there and spoke.
Yeah, Treva.
And to see
Mhm.
some of those kids in the Minnie Rogers Juvenile Justice Center at 10 years old,
Yeah, man,
Right.
that's sad.
It really is.
I'm like, man, I advise the people to just go at least one time to go out there and speak with IEA at the Minnie Rogers Juvenile Justice Center, just to let those kids know that, hey, you only as better as your next correction instead of your next mistake. Because one people make one mistake and then they get stuck on that mistake.
Mm-hmm.
You can get past that, just resetting and defeating that enemy that's within. And that's why when I had published this book, Minnie Rogers Juvenile Justice Center is actually inside this book.
Mm-hmm.
And they read the book inside of Minnie Rogers Justice Center because that's the main thing that they deal with. It's that enemy within.
How do you earn trust of the kids who's been let down by adults? It's kind of hard for them because they feel like nobody love them. And so, is it hard to earn trust for them when you come in there and speak to them, or they just need somebody positive just to talk to them because they didn't have that?
It's getting down those layers, breaking down those walls. Because like those three words I said earlier, feel, felt, and found.
Mm-hmm.
When you speak to them and you look at them in their eyes, and you really tell them that, hey, I feel where you coming from, but this I felt the same way. But guess what? Now I can give you the advice on what helped me to make it through that. Feel, felt, found. This is what I found. And then you see it in their eyes. You see in the atmosphere shifts.
Mhm.
You can feel it.
Mhm.
I mean, just like us being out there where we came from in the streets,
Mhm.
it's one thing we had to do. We had to observe our environment because it could have been life or death every day when we were out there. So that's how we can really relate to a lot of stuff because we could see it.
Miss Stacy, how do you feel? Because I think my timeline specifically, I see a lot of women out there. They doing more fighting than the men. A
Oh,
lot of girls out there.
Absolutely. So when we go out there, um, a lot of times it's just as many young ladies
Mm.
in there as it is little boys
Mm-hmm.
in there. And they're starting at age 10, 11, 12, fighting,
Mm-hmm.
and this is fighting their parents, and
Mm-hmm.
instead of fighting each other. And it's so heartbreaking to actually see them out there, because for number one, you expect young girls or young
Mm-hmm.
ladies to be a little bit better, you know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yeah.
But I do know a lot of times it's a survival mode for them that they go into, because they're fighting and they're learning how to deal with things that they've been dealt. You don't really know what they went through at their home, because some of them
right.
might have been abused,
Mm-hmm.
some of them were neglected, some of them, their parents didn't actually treat them like their child. They treated them like they were a possession or something like that. So when I see them, when I go out there, my heart just goes out to them, because my mom and my dad, when I was 12 years old, they divorced.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew how it felt when you were a young lady and your parents divorced. The first thing went through your mind is, people gonna start laughing at you. People gonna start
Mm-hmm.
talking about you. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
you from a broken home, and your mom and dad don't love you. So I kind of can relate to some of the things that maybe the young ladies might have been going through, as far as fighting, trying to get somebody to hear them, or get start
Yeah.
to be seen. And that's, to me, that's just not a place for any kid to go to, but especially not a young lady, because when you're dealing with different things emotionally, you're dealing with different things physically.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say, with young ladies and stuff, but it's very heartbreaking,
Yeah.
to see them out there and going through, because that's the first step when you start going out there of your life going downhill
Yeah.
to where you may possibly end up at. And when I say end up at, is meaning that you're going to be either judged by 12 or carried by 6.
Yeah. Eric,
And
Eric Brooks said that one of his former students in there told him that they should have listened.
I'm telling you. Yeah,
exactly,
he's one of our mentors too. Definitely shout
absolutely.
out to Eric Brooks.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely doing a great thing with speaking to the kids.
Yeah, I went to school with Eric Brooks, and to see him how much he cares for the students, how much effort and time he
Absolutely.
puts into it. He's been on a
Mhm.
podcast before. Uh, I think that's dope. I think what he's doing is dope, and we need more people like that, because I think he was just going up to the school, and he asked how can he do more, and from him asking and being consistent to doing what he's doing now. I think nowadays we need more black male teachers where the students
Exactly.
can look up to
Mhm.
and see. I think we need to see more of each other in roles like that. So shout out to E Brooks, man. He doing his thing.
And this is why I tell a lot of people, um, my boys are 30 and 32.
Hmm.
They're out, they're grown. But I still believe that parents can make a presence in and out and where kids are. If they see that you're out there, you're supporting them. And I may go to an event just to show my face, just to let kids know, hey, I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
If you need something, I may just get out from work, but it doesn't stop me from going spending an hour at the school to let them know that I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
And you would be surprised how many kids run up to me and say, well, hey, how you doing? How you been? Just like prime example, I was in at the Charlton Parlor Park last weekend, and one of the students ran up to me and was like, "Hey, how you doing?" He gave me a hug, but that's because I participated for several years in the ROAR program, reading with the kids at school and doing different activities at the school and showing up when they have programs. And I just think a lot more people, if they would take time out to just go up to the school, even if you don't have a kid in that
Participation.
school,
Mm-hmm.
just let them kids know somebody cares.
Yeah.
Let them know that they're being heard, they're being seen, because some of them are lacking for that.
Yeah. To Raymond, I see you holding the book in your hand, and you talked about it a few times. How can people find the books that y'all wrote?
They can go on Amazon with Demand a Better Life books. They can get with us. They could go to our website, www.demandabetterlife.com.
Mm-hmm.
Or just reach out to us. Give us a call. Because when they reach out to us, they can get the book for 50% off.
Okay.
Because on Amazon, it's gonna always be a little bit higher.
Yeah.
But if they reach out to us, we'll give them a 50% off. Because I think that a lot of the youth need to read some of these books.
Have we tried to get these books into BISD as far as or is that a process or?
It's a process, but we still read our books inside BISD.
Okay.
Because me and my wife are both business volunteers and business partners with BISD.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, and how many books y'all wrote? 8 of them, you said?
Eight books.
When the next one?
Probably. We're working on it. We're working on it. I don't want to say too much.
Yeah.
But it's definitely gonna be a sequel to Enemy Within and a few more.
Well, what keeps y'all so hopeful out there? Because a lot of people give up. They see stuff happen and they say, I'm moving out of Beaumont. I'm getting out of here. What keeps y'all hopeful?
What keeps us hopeful is just seeing things like the Southeast Texas Visionary Awards, where some people reaching out to us and say, you know what, it's not in vain. We see you. We appreciate you. It's the moments I had a conversation with my aunt that helped raise me today. And she said, you know what, I did my part. I done helped raise the kids and I've helped take care of the elders until they pass. But she said, you know what? And she still called me by my nickname, RJ,
mm-hmm.
which stands for Raymond Jr.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of gave me some tears. She said, now that I got all that out the way, just think about it.
Yeah.
She said, I got to get behind my baby boy
mm-hmm.
because I'm proud of you that you really changed your life and you really making a difference out there. So every event that you have now I'm going to make it personally to make it to an event to show you support. So like tomorrow, my Uncle Thomas Agee, shout out to him too. He's been doing some great things out there.
Mm-hmm.
But they are actually going to all ride together just to see us get our award and share that experience with me and my wife.
And I know we here today, but that's one thing I'm excited about tomorrow. I'm excited about seeing y'all again tomorrow.
Exactly.
And seeing more incredible people. Miss Stacy, somebody just said, what number do we call for the book?
You can call 409-466-3020 or 409-550-0498.
Yeah, and if y'all don't, and if you didn't catch that, I'll get that number for you, and it's in the comments. If y'all go back and look at the comments, if y'all want to reply, I could do it myself, or y'all could do it. So, okay. we'll try to get that. We'll try to get that to y'all. But yeah, as far as like the and the Southeast Texas Visionary Awards, this is the second year. It's never been nothing like this before in our community, honoring and and applauding people that's doing stuff in the community, or just artists, or just people that's just visionaries in general. So I want to thank Solomon and his wife for putting
Yes.
something like that together.
Absolutely.
And everybody's, people are gonna complain that they didn't get nominated, or
Right.
but even if you didn't get nominated, I think this is an
Show
event
your
for you
support.
to just go up there, just just to be there and stuff like that. You see awards all the time on TV or not. It's people that's there that's not even nominated. They just there to be in the environment, and just meet
Yeah.
people and network and create and stuff. And this is an opportunity for people to see y'all. So
Yes. And learn more.
yeah, exactly. So if you're just not finding out about the Southeast Texas Visionary Awards, and you want to meet Raymond and Stacy Louis, you can see them tomorrow. It's at the Jefferson Theater. Uh, I think it starts at 5 o'clock, but Red Cup is 5 o'clock, but it's 6 to 10. So if you want to meet them and more incredible people, you know what I'm saying, go out there and be in the environment, dress sharp, and stuff, and
Absolutely.
it's gonna be a great time and stuff like that. So shout out to Solomon and his wife
Absolutely.
for doing it. To continue on, because we got a little bit, we got a little bit more. You know what I'm saying. I hope y'all straight, y'all good,
Oh yeah, we
y'all
good.
comfortable.
Because I definitely want to share these assets.
We're good.
Nah,
That's what really.
we'll talk about it. Talk about the assets. Let's talk about it.
Yes, me and my wife, we was privileged to invest in a gold and silver business
Mhm.
where we were able to.
No, go ahead. You good? You
We
good?
were able to now have access to our own mint. So now we've been preserving our family legacy on actual assets.
Mhm.
And I wanted to put it in your hand so you could just see it first, what real money look like, and just
Okay.
what we're doing. That's me and my dad, and then that's my great grandfather. So now I'm able to preserve 4 family legacies, 4 generations,
Mhm.
just by having access to our assets on demand.
Okay, and it got the picture on the front.
Yes, the
Oh, that's
picture,
you. That's you and your dad.
me and my dad.
Okay, all right. And what's the other one?
That's my great grandfather, Johnny Marsh.
Oh, for real?
Yes, my great grandfather Johnny Marsh was from France. He
Okay.
moved to Louisiana, and he had one of the largest sugarcane fields in Baldwin and Franklin, Louisiana.
Okay.
So for my family, I created those assets so we can pass them down for generations.
Yeah. That's dope. Now, can you create that that's for anybody if they want that?
We're doing this for people around the world.
When it comes to financial literacy, how young do you think we need to start?
Elementary.
Is early as when they learn what money is,
Yeah,
because
buddy.
that's why you have, like I said, I've been in my profession for 39 years, and that's why you see little children having piggy banks.
Mhm.
Because when they have them little piggy banks like that, it's teaching them the art of saving. Most people think saving is going to the bank, putting money in the bank, and then the next week going back and getting the money out.
Mm.
That is not saving,
Yeah.
because actually you put it in there and you got to go back and get it out. Saving is actually putting money in there and not getting it out, because you need several different accounts in order to be successful.
Mhm.
You have your checking account, you have your savings account, you have your retirement, you have your other investment accounts that you have as well. So, just say for instance, because we're here in Southeast Texas, and if the weather changes and they say we need to get out of town,
Mhm.
how many people do you know can really get ready to go out of town? Most
That's
people
true.
are running around, scrounging around, trying to find ends in order to be able to get out of town.
Mhm.
But if you have that emergency fund, which is that savings account, I don't care if you put $5 or $10 in there every time you get paid or whatever. The art of saving is putting the money in there and not taking it out.
Yeah.
So if you put it in there this week, don't go back next week and take it out. Just if you can only put $10, put 10. But if you can put 50, put 50, leave 50 in there. Don't go take it out.
Don't touch it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Don't take it. Don't take it out next month.
No, don't take it out at all. That is the art of learning how to save. So I do think that teaching young children about savings, because I can remember when my mom would say, "Okay, we got to feed the piggy bank." I'm like, "What do you mean we got to feed the piggy bank?"
Yeah.
She mean that you need to go put some money in the piggy bank, whether it was a penny, whether it was a nickel, or whatever it was.
Hmm.
And she taught us at an early age to start saving,
Yeah.
and that's how you things become a habit when you do them repeatedly.
Right.
Hmm.
So if you incorporate that, okay, it's time to go feed the pig. You put money in there, it becomes a habit. You
Yeah.
start going to the bank, putting money in savings, it becomes a habit. So
And I can remember when me and my wife first got together and we did a challenge on, it was a 10%. We took 10,
no, it was actually what you make an
what you
hour,
make, yeah,
what you make an hour each day.
28, yeah.
Yeah. So
What
if you it just hypothetically, if you worked and you made $28 an hour,
Hmm.
so each day you would put $28 in
a
that
day.
box or that savings. And if you made $10
Mm.
an hour, you would put $10 in there. So totally you would have $38 that was going in that box every day. So when we got the challenge and we started it, it was surprising because Raymond didn't realize how fast it would go,
Hmm.
but we ended up saving $10,000 just doing it that way.
Jeez. Okay. All right.
Exactly. And when we did that, that was money that we had that we were able to put down on the
And
house.
close,
Hmm.
yeah, close on the
Hmm.
house.
Yeah. And that's all it takes. And sometimes the people don't have like I said, the mindset.
Absolutely. You got
Yeah.
to change the thought process.
Yeah,
Uh,
motivation get you going, but discipline keep you growing.
yeah. Hey, that's my dumb. I told you, like in. I think so. I think wife probably didn't pull it up or whatever. And,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, like you said, man, like with financial literacy, I think it's something that should be taught in school too.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And I think it's they have a lot of different curriculums in high school that I think like it don't really teach you. A lot of things don't teach you
Mm-mm.
like in life, like with credit and all that. Because as soon as you turn 18, you get credit cards thrown to
Right.
you
I know.
or whatever. And you're 18 with like 2, 3 credit cards, you thinking like, oh man, I'm finna go get this and that, but you don't have the discipline, like
Yes.
you were saying, to understand that. So
Especially if you go to college
mm-hmm.
on that first day when you go for registration.
Yep.
That's all they be pushing on you is them credit cards. Because I
Mm-hmm.
know when I started at Lamar University and went register for school, all them people are all out there. Get a credit card. Do this. Do
Uh-huh.
that.
Yeah.
And if you don't know how to have discipline, you
Yes.
be with 3, 4 credit cards. You be in debt so fast because
Mm-hmm.
people think it's cool to swipe because you using your your credit card, and before you know it, you in debt and you don't know how to get out of debt.
Because they looking at it like, oh, that's just a free money. That's my credit. No, that's your credit is everything because that's your credibility.
Mm-hmm.
Your credit is your power.
But I think most of the schools think that there's a part in economics that kind of covers a little bit about finances or whatever, but they still not getting the full picture of financial literacy when you're teaching it like that. I think they need to teach them financial literacy from start to finish.
Yeah.
The budgeting, the savings, the credit, the having a bank accounts, the checking, writing a check, and what it means to bounce a check and what it means.
Yes.
I think they need to be taught all of that before they graduate high school.
Yeah, they had a program, like a summer program. My mom put me in. You can make it was like a summer job for like BISD. You go in and some of it was you'll move desk around and
Mm-hmm.
teachers around, and then the other half of it was learning like how to write a check and like a bank account and accounting routing
Mm-hmm.
numbers and all that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they still have that, but that's one way I had learned how to write a check and learned a little financial literacy
Right.
to get me going. But a lot of people don't know how to write a check now. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of kids that don't even know what a checkbook look like.
Exactly.
So but to me, to switch it a little bit, as far as helping others, I know it can be emotionally draining. So how do y'all take care of y'all self? Because y'all always helping everybody else. How do y'all take care of yourself?
Well, actually, what I do. take care of myself. And I guess I really shouldn't say this, but sometimes I'll do retail therapy.
Oh, okay, yeah, for sure.
there, there
Yeah.
she
Or,
go.
and I think that you have to take care of your body. I go and I have a facial done once a month.
Hmm.
I'll go and I'll have a body massage done once a month. I'll go get my feet done. I'll go get my hair done. You just have to kind of take those days and take care of yourself. And then Raymond, he'll say, we need to do this and do that. And I say, no, we're not doing that. I'm not going there. We're gonna take time. I'm not doing anything today. I'm just gonna relax and regroup. And then, because if you don't regroup, you'll
Yeah.
end up experiencing burnout,
Hmm.
and you have to take time away.
Yeah.
So sometimes, like I said, on the weekend, I'll do my retail therapy, or just get out, maybe take a ride, just to get out. Because if not, you start feeling that sense of being overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And,
Uh,
and and what I do, I get up at 4 in the morning. Say when I have to go to work,
Hmm.
I get up an hour early just to get me together.
Hmm.
And I say my prayer. I have my own Bible study, but I take out an hour every day that I have to go to work just to get me together. I plan out my day, do me a take three, write down three things that I need to take care of. But before that, I just say my prayers, and I might work out, might do something just for me, just a downtime, a relaxation, with just getting my thoughts together. Because if I don't get my thoughts together, then I can't be beneficial to nobody else. So that's why, hey, I take out a hour every day that I go to work, and I'm up at 4 in the morning. While a
Yeah.
lot of people else are asleep, I'm up.
Yeah, I think a lot of people really don't take time for themselves,
No.
man. They don't really kind of sit back, think. They don't vision. They don't plan. They don't strategize.
Right.
It's just always go, go, go. And a lot of people get burnt out, and they don't even know they burnt out,
Right.
emotionally, physically, mentally drained. And like you said, man, you have to. And I know it's hard out there. You working, you take care of your kids.
Yes.
You paying bills, but it is ways to just get by yourself and just think and relax and just mentally kind of unwind, so you can kind of come back stronger and stuff. Like, sometimes I come in this room
Yeah.
and I just sit back and I just clear my mind, and I focus on what I need to focus on. I think about things, I visualize, and I understand what I need to help me grow. Because, like you said, like we was talking earlier about planting that seed, and
Yes.
and you got to keep watering it. And even when that seed grow, you still need to water it. You still might have to trim this and that to help it grow successful. So, um, you know, you keep going on and on with all that. But before we get out of here, when people leave this conversation, what's one action you hope that they'll take to make a difference in the community or in a child's life?
that they'll actually change their mindset, and
Mindset.
start becoming more available and participating and showing up, and like like you said earlier, the male figures become a little bit more um, in the children's lives, not just at a sporting event, in all
Mm,
events at the school. Because like I said, at the football games, I mean, dads are everywhere. But
exactly.
then soon as football is over with, and it's time for a PTA, or it's
Hmm.
time for a field event, or I mean a field trip or something like that, then there are no dads anywhere.
Mm,
And as far as the moms, pick up your bootstraps and be there just a little bit more.
hmm.
Take time out to, listen to your child, find out, what's going on. Put your phone down, put your
Hmm.
tablet down. Just spend that quality time with your child, getting to know more about them as far as their emotions and what they're going through. Because if anything else, if nobody gets anything else out of this, demanding a better life is basically demanding a better life for your family. And
Yes.
what better person knows your family than yourself?
Mm-hmm.
And if you take inventory of yourself and of your family and find out what it is that you can do better, and not necessarily just, I got it all figured out, we're going to do it this
Yep.
way and we ain't going to do it no other way. Find out how you can become a better person for your family.
Exactly.
Change the dynamic, because you can change the atmosphere in your home.
Without a doubt. I thank y'all for coming on here on a Friday. Yeah, I know y'all busy. I know y'all have a very important day tomorrow. I'm grateful that I seen you today, and I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. I seen you. I seen you twice, Ray.
Yes,
I-
that's a great thing. And we
Absolutely.
want to tell you we appreciate everything that you do
Absolutely.
with bringing guests on and just being that voice
Mhm.
and let them know that, look, you do have a voice and we do see you. I was at Pastor Michael Cooper Church,
Mhm.
and he spoke about you. And like what my wife said, being in a room where you're not there. And he said the things that you're doing with the podcast is helping other people get started with their podcast, not being selfish, but encouraging and getting behind them. And that's what we need to see more of. It's not about competition.
It's not.
It's about
Absolutely.
mission completing.
Yes. And like I said, not to cut you off, but anybody, Miss Sean Webb, she started a podcast,
Absolutely.
and if anybody have questions about podcasts, I am not gatekeeping.
Yeah.
I am not mad if anybody started a podcast. Actually, I'm happy if somebody start one, because to me, it's therapeutic.
It
Exactly.
is.
A conversation like me, like this, what we had, that's therapeutic. I love conversations like that. That inspires me, and I just love good conversations, because there's so much
Absolutely.
negativity out
Oh,
there.
yes.
And I'm at the point in my life that when I hear something good, when I see something good, I want more of it.
Exactly.
Yes.
So having conversations like this is good for my soul. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? So I needed this conversation more than anybody else, to be honest with you.
Absolutely.
I couldn't wait. When Raymond said, "Hey, where you at?" I said, "I'm at the mall," and you came. Come on through, man. Like, you know,
Right,
and stuff.
right.
But like I said, I'm grateful that y'all came through. I applaud y'all tomorrow. I can't wait for tomorrow. I can't wait to see y'all tomorrow.
And
And
let's just demand a better life together.
yeah, man, let's demand a
Golly,
better
this
life,
shit.
man. And if anybody want to reach out, y'all have to demand a better life. What's the website again?
www.demandabetterlife.com.
Okay, like I said, y'all can get the books, y'all can get whatever y'all need on there. After this show over, if y'all miss anything on here, it's on YouTube. If y'all want to listen to it, it's on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, and more. The links will be available later on tonight. And if y'all want to reach out to them, y'all can reach out to them on their Facebook page and, like they said, the website. So tap in. If y'all want to see them tomorrow, like I said, we will be at the Southeast Texas Visionary Awards at the Jefferson Theater. Is red carpet is 5 to 6, and the show starts from 6 to 10. So you'll see everybody there. Everybody that y'all see in the community, they'll be there. So y'all have a great weekend. Y'all be blessed. Do not let the opinions of others affect what you got going on, and keep being great. And we out of here. We'll see y'all then, man.